Historic Bossy Field is the host for tonight's ball game that currently has history on the line. The Evansville Otters currently on a 9-game winning streak. Their third time in franchise history they've reached this mark. They have yet to get to 10. But tonight they've got a chance to do just that here at home against the Windy City Thunderbolts. Hello everybody, I'm Lucas Macklin. Thank you so much for joining me this Saturday evening. And yes, as I mentioned, the Evansville Otters in the same season that they did, unfortunately, go on a 12-game losing streak. That was just one short of the franchise record. Currently on a 9-game winning streak. Back-to-back sweeps of Joliet and Washington, including as well as winning the final 2 in Mississippi and winning game 1 of this series, has them at 9 wins, and they've got a chance to go for double digits tonight, and they are in their oh-so-electric Star Wars uniforms for Star Wars night. And so what a night to potentially create history. And this isn't even a new thing for Evansville this year, as last night they had another big historical mark. Braden Scott, the franchise all-time leader in strikeouts, just became the single season record holder in strikeouts as well. Currently sitting at 143, a new record, passing Andre Simpson, who set 138 back in 2005. Scott passed that by going 8 innings, giving up just 1 run on a solo shot in the 8th. Gave up 8 hits. Talked about that last night. 6 of them weren't particularly hard hit or were in the infield. Of course, had the home run. That was the big damage. Also had 11 strikeouts to no walks. Really set the tone for Evansville in the 2-1 slim victory in a game that they needed every single pitch from Evansville, or from Scott in that game. And then, of course, Garrett Crowley, the elite closer that has really settled into this role, pitched a 1-2-3 ninth inning, striking out 2 batters. He has now struck out 10 of the last 12 batters he's faced, and since becoming the closer, he has set 18 straight batters down. That is 6 straight innings that he has gone 1-2-3, all those being the 9th inning. And, of course, on a night like tonight, if we get to that point, after getting the final game in Washington off, he should be available to potentially go for a save tonight. But, of course, we'll have to get to that point. And they'll have to do it against these Windy City Thunderbolts. Outside of one big game, of course, that we were privy to at the end of the road season, Windy City, this Thunderbolts team has not been very good at hitting the baseball. Currently entering this series in the Frontier League, they are 17th in batting average, 17th in runs scored per game. They're 13th in home runs, 15th in doubles. Evansville is about middle of the pack in a lot of those stats, so they, again, it's been a big up and down year, especially with the offense. A lot of young guys in the lineup. You expect that not to change tonight. Just 5 hits last night for Evansville. 2 of them came from off the bat of Stephen Paolini, who had one of the RBIs. Cohen Wilbanks had the other RBI single back in the 2nd inning. Took advantage of some defensive mistakes from Windy City last night. A routine ground ball play from the shortstop, James Dunlap, went off the heel of his glove and allowed Evansville to get the first run on the board. Eventually, as I mentioned, on the Cohen Wilbanks single. And then Keenan Taylor in the 3rd inning hit a fly ball out to left, and the left fielder Oscar Serratos could not glove that one. Allowed him to get to second base, and eventually came around to score in the Stephen Paolini double, and that's how Evansville scored their 2 runs. Thankfully, that was all they needed, because Braden Scott and Garrett Crowley combined for just 1 run in that ball game. Getting set for the 6:35 p.m. start here at Bossy Field. You're listening to the Papa John's pregame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and on 96.9 WYIR. Speaking of the Home Team Network, they're the exclusive home of every Frontier League game this year, so check them out today to sign up and get a front row seat to every Otters game this season. Evansville entering at 36-52, Windy City at 35-53. They're currently, as I mentioned, Evansville on a 9-game winning streak. They are 9-1 in their last 10. All the other 3 teams in the Central Division below 500 in their last 10. Lake Erie and Florence both 4-6, and Washington, who was on a 7-game losing streak, are 3-7 in the last 10. They did get back in the win column last night against Mississippi, pushing them 4 games ahead of the Mud Monsters for that final wildcard spot in the Midwest Conference. And speaking of playoff spots, Schaumburg last night with a win over Lake Erie did capture the first Midwest Conference playoff spot, the first of 4 that will be captured. They had an 8-5 win against Lake Erie. That they did. The winner of that game actually was going to be confirmed to make the playoffs, so Schaumburg took that win. Lake Erie will have a chance to also secure a playoff spot tonight if they can get a win or a Mississippi loss in tonight's ball game. Currently some action going on in the Frontier League already. Actually, most games have already gotten underway, just 3 that haven't gotten underway. Of course, here Evansville against Windy City, there is I believe a doubleheader for Gateway and Florence. Gateway up 6-3 against Florence in the bottom of the 7th inning. Brockton and Ottawa have gotten underway. They're in the top of the 5th, tied at 2. And then Schaumburg and Lake Erie have also gotten underway, currently knotted up at 0 in the top of the 2nd. Take a short break, and when we're back, talk about the starting lineups and the starting pitchers here at Bosse Field on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com.
Welcome into Bosse Field, where the Evansville Otters enter with a 9-game winning streak. They have tied their longest franchise winning streak that happened twice. It has happened twice in the Otters franchise. The first one happened back in 2008 from May 21st to May 29th, and the second one happened from June 28th to July 6th back in 2022. Evansville has won 9 in a row, dating back to their second game in Mississippi. Back-to-back sweeps of Joliet and then Washington, and then winning Game 1 last night in exciting fashion, 2-1 after an excellent start from Braden Scott. Set the table for tonight's matchup between these two squads that have seen each other for 2 series and a game so far. Second of 3 in this series. Game 89 of 96 for Evansville. Just 5 home games remaining, 8 on the season. And it's been a fun end to the season in the month of August, as I mentioned, Evansville has won a ton of games all of a sudden and have not only tied their franchise-long winning streak, but have also have come within 2.5 games of Florence. And again, we've been talking about this. Chance to chase them down here at the end of the season and pass them to finish 3rd in the Central Division would be a fun, moral-boosting victory going into 2026. But they're going to have to help themselves out with the big win here against Windy City. Let's get talking about the starting lineups. First for the Windy City Thunderbolts. Leading it off for them, the former Indiana State Sycamore, Carlos Pena. Batting second and in center field will be Michael Sandel. Batting third and back at shortstop, James Dunlap. Batting fourth and DHing, Darryl Louise. Batting fifth and right field, the switch hitting Cam Feltz. Batting sixth and in left field, Grant Thurman. Batting seventh and at second base, Jalen Greer. Batting eighth and at third base, Garrett Broussard. And rounding out the lineup, the catcher, Craig Corliss. Mentioned that in the top of the lineup for Windy City, Carlos Pena, who just finished up his collegiate career this season in the spring with Indiana State. In his senior season, hit .327 with 15 home runs, 12 doubles, and 2 triples. Played some summer league ball with the Peninsula Pilots and joined Windy City. Just his 8th game he'll be appearing in. But last night did not start, but appeared as a pinch hitter and hit a home run, the only damage against Braden Scott. And now he is leading off in the top spot of this lineup.
Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
So far in the year, the former Sycamore with a .364 batting average, 3 home runs and 2 doubles already. He is, again, a quick start and batting in the top of the lineup for Windy City. Again, a team that has struggled offensively trying to find a boost, and he's been able to give it so far. Starting for the Thunderbolts will be Bryce Helgeth.
Now let's meet for this team, Windy City Thunderbolts.
Helgeth making his 27th appearance, his 9th start of the season. His second year as a Windy City Thunderbolt. So far this year, in those 26 games, he's pitched 76 1/3 innings to a 5.42 ERA. He's walked 37 batters to 54 strikeouts. Last year with Windy City, appeared in 27 games, all as a reliever, where he pitched to a 2.02 ERA in 35 2/3 innings after finishing up his senior season at Central Michigan in the MAC. Evansville will try to get to him today, hopefully a little bit better than they did last night. Again, only had 5 hits, really silenced after the first couple of innings. And you would love to get some more offense going quickly in this ball game.
Pitching for the Windy City Thunderbolts, right-handed pitcher 8, Bryce Helgeth.
Helgeth, his last time out against Gateway, went 5 1/3, where he gave up 2 earned runs, or 4 runs total, 2 earned runs on 5 hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. This will be the second time Evansville faces him as a starter. First time for him, he went 3 1/3, gave up 1 earned run on 1 hit, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. That was in a doubleheader game. That was in that series earlier this season where all 3 games were played as doubleheaders, had a lot of rain throughout the weekend. Got all of them in, but again, all of them were 7-inning games. So a little bit short of an outing than maybe he'll go tonight. Again, he's pitched a lot of as a reliever. He's had some starts. Last couple of starts, though, has been a little bit more difficult for him. He's given up 9 runs in those 2 starts. Hasn't gone 6 innings in any of those starts. In fact, he's only gone 6+ innings twice this year. All the way back on May 28th against Sussex County, he went 6 innings, and then on August 7th, he went 6 innings, gave up 1 run, and he did really well there. Well, I'll let Zane Claudefelter give you the starting lineups for tonight's ball game as we get set for a big game here at Bosse Field.
Number 10, Dennis Pierce. Batting second, the center fielder. Number 24, Graham Brown. Batting third, the left fielder. Number 9, J.T. Benson. Batting fourth, the designated hitter. Number 20, L.J. Jones. Batting fifth, the third baseman. Number 12, Keenan Taylor. Batting sixth, the left fielder. Number 34, Stephen Paolini. Batting seventh and catching. Number 23, Cohen Wilbanks. Batting eighth, the second baseman. Number 17, J.J. Cruz. Batting ninth, the shortstop. Number 18, Chris Taveras. Pitching for the Evansville Otters, right-handed pitcher, number 27, Casey Delgado. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America's freedom, those who now protect it and pay tribute to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice with the singing of our national anthem, this evening being performed by Catherine Remke.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattled, the guns bursting in, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Tonight's game ball is delivered to you by Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
It's time for baseball here at Bosse Field, newly activated, as you may have heard Zane Claudefelter give you. The starting pitcher for tonight's Evansville Otters is Casey Delgado. Delgado on the mound, Will Banks behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. So Casey Delgado getting his first start of the season. It will be his 6th appearance so far in the year. He struggled a little bit in some outings. Last year with Evansville, though, made 10 starts. Not a guy who's going to give you a ton of length. But last year pitched to a 2.88 ERA in those 10 games in 40 2/3 innings. Doesn't strike out a lot of batters. Typically walk a lot of batters this year so far. Again, in only 4 innings pitched. Has struggled a little bit with the walks. Six of them to just 1 strikeout. The former Austin P. Governor, the 35-year-old out of Miami, Florida, the veteran of this Evansville team in his 2nd year. Again, last year was really good. Hopefully he gets a good start tonight in what will more than likely be his final professional start. Trying to help create some history for this Evansville team. Around the horn for Evansville will be Keenan Taylor at third, Crix Tavares at short, J.J. Cruz at second, Dennis Pierce back at first base. Mentioned Will Banks behind the plate. And then in the outfield, once again, we have Stephen Paolini out in left. In center will be Graham Brown. And in right, J.T. Benson. Will Banks throws it down to second. We're ready to play baseball here at Bosse Field. Leading it off going to be Carlos Pena. He'll step in for the first time tonight. Saturday evening of baseball. Otters have been winning a lot. College football has gotten underway. It's a great time of the year. The Otters trying to finish off 2025 strong. Had a heck of a 2 weeks. Trying to end up with a winning record against this Windy City team this year. Currently, they are 3-3. They're 3-1 here at home. Sorry, I read that wrong. 4-3. 4-3 on the season, 3-1 at home against this team. Delgado winds, delivers the first pitch. Misses to the Pena inside for ball 1. Clouds currently covering the sky. 79 degrees here. The ballpark feels nice. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Delgado. Misses high, make it 2-0. Delgado not going to blow any of these batters away with speed, but his ultimate goal is to be able to pinpoint his accuracy. 2-0 pitch misses low and away. Count moves to 3-0. Parker Brahms' start was quote-unquote leapfrogged. Would not be shocked if he ends up pitching out of the bullpen tonight as a follow to Delgado. 3-0 pitch misses outside. Ball 4 and a leadoff walk for Delgado here in this one. And it'll be Michael Sandel up.
Michael Sandel.
Sandel steps into this ball game batting at .289. Over a 400 OBP with 16 home runs. First pitch does find the zone. Back in the count is Delgado here at 0-1. I'll try to work around that leadoff walk again. He has had an off and on season this year, has Delgado. 0-1 pitch, breaker, misses outside. Taken for 1-1. His last appearance was back on July 13th against Gateway. Spent some time on the injured list. He's now back tonight. 1-1 pitch taken low for ball 2. So not an accurate start so far for Delgado. Evansville currently on a 9-game winning streak, trying to create a franchise record of 10. Fastball misses low, count moves to 3-1. Delgado spent 3 seasons within the Mets minor league organization from 2015 to 2017. Again, joined Evansville back last year. 3-1 pitch on a line to left, but foul. Count runs full. Sandel out in front of that pitch. Big spot here early. You don't want to go behind. Again, this team doesn't hit the ball extremely well, but they do pitch well. Here's the payoff pitch. On a line to right, but fouled off into the first base patio deck. Count is still full to Michael Sandel. Again, the team lead with 16 home runs, the only active player with double digit in that category. Pena leading off first base. Payoff pitch on the ground towards third. That one foul as well. Delgado has played plenty of professional baseball. Similar to Tommy Shirley, Delgado enters with 598 career strikeouts. Again, you'd love to see him go, if he can, 2 to 3 scoreless innings. Sets on the mound. Pena gets a big jump, delivers the payoff pitch. That one misses outside for ball 4. So a long at-bat goes the way for Sandel, and back-to-back walks have runners at first and second with no one away. And now we'll bring up James Dunlap. Dunlap last night was batting in the leadoff spot. Did get a hit, went 1 for 4. Delgado looks back at second, comes set, and delivers the first pitch. Breaker finds the outside edge for strike 1. Again, it's not like Delgado can't pitch well. Just needs to be able to find the zone and get some weak contact. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses low, make it 1-1. Windy City trying to bounce back after last night's 2-1 loss, where their offense got some lucky hits, but couldn't really do much against Braden Scott. Didn't walk a single time last night. Evansville team strikes out a lot of batters. They don't walk a lot of batters. 1-1 pitch misses low in the dirt. Good stop from Wilbanks. Count it 2-1. He didn't quite know it was right behind him, right under him. But thankfully it was right there, and so no advance from either of the runners. Still here in the top of the first inning, still searching for his first out is Delgado. Got to attack these hitters. Looks back at second. Delivers the 2-1. On the ground, up the middle, off the glove of Delgado. He'll have to take it himself. Throw to first, no throw, and everybody's safe. Tried to bring it in himself. Bounced right behind him, and an infield single. Picking up from where they were last night. And the bases are loaded with no one out. And they'll bring up Daryl Ruiz. He's off to a quick start as well, a .316 average. Ruiz in 48 games, 6 home runs, 10 doubles. First pitch to Ruiz, finds the zone for strike one, and it will be the Otters getting up and warm. It's going to be Nolan Thebe getting up in a potential cleanup spot here in the first. Now it's about limiting the damage as much as possible. 0-1, misses low and tight. Make it 1-1. Tavares at short, playing basically up the middle. Over at third base is Keenan Taylor, playing still pretty well down the line. So a big hole on the left side of the infield. Next pitch finds the outside corner. He's got Daryl Ruiz at 1-2. Need to get a big out here, does Delgado. Looks into Wilbanks. Agrees and sets. 1-2 pitch. Try to go backdoor breaker. Ruiz wasn't biting, make it 2-2. Delgado, during his long professional career, started 128 games, pitched 739 innings. He's had 49 wins. I mentioned 598 strikeouts coming into tonight. Comes set, pitching from the far first base side of the rubber. Delivers the 2-2 pitch. Breaker, missed just high, count runs full. Not a bad pitch there, but didn't get the call, didn't get the swing. Now you have to come after him. There's nowhere to put him. Bases are loaded, still no one out. Delgado sets, delivers the payoff pitch. Foul tipped just off the glove of Wilbanks. So he just stays alive, does Ruiz. Count still full. First run of the game, just 90 feet away with no one out. Two walks and an infield single for Windy City here in this inning. Delgado sets, delivers the payoff pitch once again. Soft looper into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit and score one. They're going to hold the runner at third base. They'll play station to station. Soft contact there, but does its job to score a run, and Windy City gets out in front first. Hurt himself with a couple of walks early, but last couple of pitches, or last couple of at-bats have just been some bad luck. Really jammed him on that off-speed pitch inside, but Ruiz just found the hole on the left side of the infield, as I was talking about. Taylor playing pretty far in, he wasn't able to get back to it. Now brings in Cam Feltz. Feltz last night went 1 for 4. First pitch to him, misses inside for ball one. Delgado sets on the mound once again. Trying to find his way out of this first inning pickle. Check swing from Feltz, he fouls it off. Count 1-1. Nice crowd filling in here at Bosse Field for the second straight night. Trying to see their Otters win for the second straight night. Got to witness history with Braden Scott on the mound. You'd love to see some more tonight. 1-1 pitch on the ground towards first. Pierce takes it. He's just going to go to first and get the easy out. First out of the inning. Every runner advances, including a run into home. But it's good to see the first out of the inning.
Batting sixth in left field, 9, Grant Thurman.
It's going to bring in Grant Thurman, who did not play in game 1 of this series. Entering with a 2.7. Oop, that's Cam Feltz's stats. Thurman entering with a 295 batting average in 30 games. Here's the first pitch to him. Backdoor breaker finds the zone for strike 1. Hasn't played a ton of baseball. So far, 21 hits and 98 at-bats. 2 home runs, 3 doubles, 16 RBIs. Delgado sets, delivers the 0-1. Pulled the string. Thurman swings that pitch out of the zone, make it 0-2. You'd love a strikeout here. 2 runs for this team is doable to come back from, but you really don't want any more to score if possible. Here's the 0-2. Breaker just missed low. Another one that just out of the zone. A great take from Thurman. Make it 1-2. Home plate umpire tonight, David Ortiz. Over at first is Trevor Klosterman, and at third, the home plate umpire from last night, Robert Moreno. He's gotten some good soft contact and swing and miss stuff on the off-speed pitches. Here's the 1-2. Fastball misses low. Count it 2-2. There is a base open. No need to miss anything over the heart of the plate here. Delgado sets once again, delivers the 2-2. Breaker just fouled off. Second time in this inning where a Windy City batter has just been able to make contact to stay alive. Still trying to find the put-away pitch is Delgado on the mound. Thurman stands back in, trying to break this game open here in the first inning. Runners at second and third, still 1 away. 2 runs already in. Here's the 2-2. Fastball misses high, gets past Wilbanks, but quick reaction time is going to keep the runners where they're at. But count's going to run full once again. And now Wilbanks in danger of his 3rd walk of the inning. Again, there is a base open, so there is a place to put him, but you had him at 0-2. You'd love to try to get him out here. Enfield is playing back, willing to give up a run for an out. Thurman steps back into the left-handed batter's box. Delgado comes set. Delivers the payoff pitch. Breaker misses low, didn't get the swing for ball 4. Delgado's 3rd walk of the inning, and now the bases are loaded once again. Here comes Max Peterson. We'll see if it's a mound visit or a pitching change. Again, Delgado so far 3 walks, couple of infield singles. I should say infield. One was an infield single, one was a weak blooper over the left side of the infield. Peterson out there just having a conversation for now. Again, bases are loaded. Just a ground ball away from getting out of the inning, but he's had a couple of batters at 2 strikes. Just hasn't been able to find the put-away pitch.
Batting 7th at second base.
And that'll bring up Jalen Greer. Greer coming into this ball game in 43 games with a 245 batting average, couple of home runs, 7 doubles. Here's the first pitch to him. Misses low, gets away from Wilbanks. This one bounces off. It's going to get out of play, and a run will score. So a wild pitch allows a run to score. Make it 3-0 Windy City. And now for, once again, runners at second and third. Still only one away. Thebe is warm in the bullpen. 1-0 delivery on the line towards right into right field for a base hit. One run will score, though. Wave the second run home. Throw is going to come into second base, and 2 runs will score, and it's 5-0 Windy City here in the first.
Batting eighth at third base, 6, Garrett Broussard.
And that's going to do it for Casey Delgado. Windy City puts up 5 runs, and they will jump out in front. It'll be Nolan Thebe when we come back after a short break here on the Honors Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Otters called to the bullpen is Nolan Thebe. Thebe takes the mound. Behind the plate is Cohen Wilbanks. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. So Nolan Thebe enters here in the first inning. There's one away. It'll be a runner at first base. Casey Delgado, 3 walks, 3 hits. Again, outside of that Greer hit, he was able to get to him. Not a ton of balls hit off of him hard, but again, couldn't really find the zone. Had some opportunities, had some close pitches that just didn't go his way. Able to find some holes, and that'll do it. Here comes Nolan Thebe, as Evansville's going to have to play from behind 5-0. Obviously, Thebe coming in, hopefully it'll be nothing more. First pitch from Thebe, misses inside to Garrett Broussard, and it'll be a 1-0 count to start this one. This will easily be the earliest Thebe has entered a ball game. Here's the 1-0. That one misses inside, make it 2-0. So far, a very set zone for David Ortiz. 2-0 on a line towards short. Tavares plays it on a hop. Can't handle it well. He can't handle it at all, and both runners will be safe. A play that was set up to be a double play from the very sure-handed shortstop Tavares. Can't quite handle it, and there are runners at first and second still with one away for the catcher Craig Corliss. So Thebe makes the pitch, doesn't get the result. And now Corliss will step in for the first time tonight here in the first inning. Just his 9th game with Windy City. With a 167 batting average. First pitch finds the zone for strike 1. Phoebe sets on the mound once again, looks back at second, delivers the 0-1. Swings through that fastball. Counted 0-2. Again, at this point, you got to make sure no more runs come across. This team can put up some big runs. Pitcher on the mound, a guy who has given up a lot of runs before. They can come back in this one, but you really need to get out of this inning, not giving up any more runs. You need to start shutting them down. Here's the 0-2. Fastball called, strike three, in outside corner. German American Bake strikeout for Nolan Thebe. There's 2 away, and we'll be back to the top of the lineup in Carlos Pena.
The order, our Hoosier Lottery strikeout batter of the game. First baseman, 32, Carlos Pena.
Pena walked his first time up on 4 pitches. He'll bat with runners at first and second and 2 away. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball misses outside for ball 1. Pena hasn't swung the bat yet, hasn't needed to. 5 pitches, 5 misses. Former Indiana State Sycamore. Trying to really break this one open. It's already a 5-0 lead for Windy City. 1-0 pitch misses low, make it 2-0. It's off to an extremely quick start for Windy City in his first professional season. He's played in just 6 games with 7 games, including last night with already 3 home runs. (2-0) delivery. That one finds the zone at the knees. Make it 2-1. Good pitch there. Phoebe trying to finish off this first inning. 2-1. Breaker. Misses low. Make it 3-1. Michael Sandel is waiting on deck. Phoebe entering this ball game with a sub-3 ERA out of the bullpen this year. 3-1 pitch, swings through that one, does Pena at 90 miles per hour. Count runs full. And here's the pitch. Both runners will get a head start, need to make a good one here. Got to make him swing as well. Phoebe agrees and sets. Delivers the payoff pitch. Popped up left side. Paolini will go back on it. He will camp under it and bring it in for out number 3. Mississippi, wow. Windy City scores 5 runs in the first. Evansville is going to have to play from behind. They'll come to bat here in the first inning after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Head to the bottom of the first inning, the Otters will face Bryce Helguth. Helguth on the mound, Craig Koros behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or called 812-475-9000. The Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce, will get us started. Evansville is going to play from behind 5-0 in this ball game. But again, this team can put up some runs in a hurry, and hopefully they do that tonight. Starting lineup looks like this for those that weren't here for the pregame show. Dennis Pierce in the leadoff spot, followed by Graham Brown in center field. Batting third is JT Benson, followed by LJ Jones. In the 5-hole, Keenan Taylor. Batting sixth is Stephen Paolini. Batting seventh is Cohen Wilbanks. Batting eighth, JJ Cruz, and rounding up the lineup, Crix Taveras. First pitch to Pierce misses outside for ball one. That's how the offense gets started here at the ballpark. Star Wars night here at Bosse Field. Evansville not wearing their jerseys tonight, wearing the Yoda-themed Star Wars jerseys. That one finds its own. Make it 1-1. For those that are interested in the actual look of it, you can go to any one of the socials to get a good look at it. 1-1 pitch on a line towards right, but foul. Make it 1-2. Windy City in, I believe, a dark blue plaid type of uniform. 1-2 pitch misses high, make it 2-2. Pitcher on the mound for Windy City, Bryce Helgeth, the right-handed pitcher at a 5.42 ERA this season. Appeared in 26 games, made 8 starts. That one chopped towards third, but foul. Count stays 2-2. Last 2 times out, though, he's given up at least 4 runs and hasn't gone 6 innings. Gave up 5 runs against Joliet on August 12th, and then against Gateway gave up 4 runs in a 4-8 loss. 2-2 pitch, check swing from Pierce, count runs full. Again, the silver lining to this in his last 2 starts, the opposing team has scored at least 5 runs in each of those games. So if the Evansville bullpen can lock down Windy City here, they'll have a chance. Payoff pitch on the line up the middle. Dunlap will glove it, spin, throw to first in the dirt, snagged by Carlos Pena, and there's 1 away. Dunlap essentially takes a hit away from Dennis Pierce. And now it'll be Graham Brown to follow.
Number 24, Graham Brown.
Brown last night, one of the 5 hits for Evansville, got a hit in his second at bat. Went 1 for 4. A ground out, a strikeout, a fly out as well. First pitch finds the zone for strike 1. Helgeth in his second year as a Thunderbolt. ERA way up from last year. As that pitch swung on and missed, Brown behind 0-2. Chased the high fastball there. Last year had a 2.02 ERA in 27 appearances. Those were all out of the bullpen. This year with a 6.4 strikeout per 9 rate, a 4.4 walk per 9 rate. As that pitch misses outside. Count 1-2. The Otters have a chance to do some damage against them here, but they need to do it quickly. 1-2 pitch misses low, make it 2-2. This Windy City bullpen again isn't the same it was when we saw them in Windy City, but still some really good arms in the back end of that bullpen. 2-2 pitch, called strike 3 on a pitch that was around the bottom of the zone. There's 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 9, JT Benson.
That'll be JT Benson trying to extend this first inning. He'd love to put up at least a run in response to that 5-run first inning. First pitch misses low in the dirt. I think it hit Ortiz. As now the home plate umpire takes a short walk around the batter's circle. Count will be 1-0 to Benson. Both the base umpires were moving in, but he's waving them off, telling him that he's fine. So the count will be 1-0 to JT Benson as he steps in with a 414 OBP, 8 home runs, 33 RBIs on the season. We've seen this 3-4 part of the lineup do damage before just by themselves. 1-0 pitch misses high, make it 2-0. Just got to find a way to get on base and extend the inning. Got some sluggers waiting on deck in L.J. Jones and Keenan Taylor. Here's the 2-0 delivery. Breaker finds the zone. So he's back in the count now at 2-1. Helguth comes set once again. The 2-1 pitch out in front of it was Benson. Another off-speed pitch out in front, make it 2-2. Otters have been playing a lot of good baseball. They've played from behind in a lot of these games as well. Haven't had a deficit of 5, though. 2-2, chopper towards third. Brought in by the third baseman, Broussard. Long throw in time, and that'll do it for the first inning. So the Otters go 1-2-3 in their home half. They trail by 5 as we head to the second here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Through one inning here at Bosse Field, Evansville behind 5-0. Nolan Thebe finished that first inning. Got the last 2 outs. He'll enter the second inning here. Thebe looked good. Only base runner he allowed was on an error, so hopefully he'll try to keep it going here in the second. Again, entering much earlier than he has so far in this season. Entering with a 2.9 ERA. He'll deliver the first pitch to Michael Sandals. That one misses inside for ball 1. Windy City brought 10 batters to the plate in that first inning. Scored a 5 on 3 hits and 3 walks. 1-0 pitch misses high and wide to make it 2-0. See how long they're going to want Thebe to go. The longest he's gone this year is 2 2/3 innings. 2-0 pitch inside, and it hits Sandal. Lost control of the up and in pitch, and another leadoff base runner for Windy City here.
If you brought your cell phone to the ballpark and no longer have it, a good chance Edie at the Otterston Team Store does. The missing phone is at the Otterston Team Store. Must identify the phone and key characteristics to claim.
So now it'll be James Dunlap stepping in. He singled on an infield single his first time up. Hit it up the middle. May have been a double play too, but bounced off Delgado's glove and just squeaked past him. First pitch to Dunlap, finds a zone for strike 1. Obviously, as I was talking about, you really need to lock in as a bullpen here and shut the door. Keep your offense in it. 0-1. Fastball blew it behind, make it 0-2. That being said, Evansville did have a 6-run lead against this Windy City squad back in the finale in that series. Maybe they'll have a similar type of comeback in them here. Oh, 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. Blew the fastball by him again. German American Bank strikeout for Nolan Thebe. And there's one away here in the second.
Designated hitter, 27, Daryl Ruiz.
Phoebe, during his time in college, was mostly a reliever as well. Didn't ever really get used in a long outing. So, again, don't expect him to go too long in this one. But if he keeps pitching well, they'll probably stick with him. First pitch inside. Ruiz had to jump out of the way of that one. It'll be 1-0. Ruiz singled his first time. Soft blooper over the head of Keenan Taylor at third. 1-0 pitch, runner takes off. Pitch is called, a strike. Throw down is not in time. Sandel beats it out for a stolen base. Count is 1-1. That is the 19th bag for Sandel on the season. He's 19 for 23. Now puts himself in scoring position. 1-1, pop up left side. Taylor Camp under it and brings it in for out number 2. So with 2 outs, it'll be up to Cam Feltz. Feltz grounded out his first time as Thebe tries to work a scoreless second inning. Evansville behind 5 early in this ball game. But again, if the bullpen can slow down this Windy City offense, the offense for Evansville has a shot to come back. First pitch finds the zone for strike 1. Again, we've seen Evansville score runs in bunches all season, especially early in this season. Phoebe sets, looks back at second, gives a second glance, delivers the 0-1. Fly ball, center field. Graham Brown back on it. Still going back and bringing it in for out number 3. So Phoebe works a scoreless second inning. We head to the bottom of the second. Otters need some runs here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community.
We head to the bottom of the second here at Bosse Field. Evansville down 5-0. They'll have 4, 5, 6 to up after going 1, 2, 3 in the first. It's playoff push time in the Frontier League. Some big games going on. Gateway and Florence already finished game 1 of their doubleheader. Gateway won 6-3 in that one. Brockton and Ottawa tied at 3 in the top of the 8th. Again, Ottawa up in just a game and a half on New York, but New York losing 7-1 against Down East. Gateway and Florence already underway in their second game. Gateway up on that one. Schaumburg and Lake Erie up 2-1. Lake Erie again a win or a Mississippi loss away from clinching their spot. But Mississippi currently up 3-0 on Washington. Again, Mississippi is 4 games back of Washington for the second wildcard spot in the Midwest Conference. LJ Jones steps in for the first time tonight. First pitch to him. Finds his own. Middle for strike 1. Jones last night did earn a walk but did not get a hit. 0 for 3. 0-1 pitch misses low. Make it 1-1. Helgath on the mound, pitching from the stretch exclusively. Again, second time we've seen him as a starter here at this ballpark. Just went 3 1/3 in a 7-inning game his first time. 1-1 pitch, foul tipped off of the glove of the catcher Corliss. Count 1-2. Another game playoff related. Sussex County is tied with New Jersey 3-3 in the bottom of the 6th. Helgath comes set, delivers the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses high and wide, make it 2-2. This part of the lineup can definitely get hot for you, can put up some runs. And you'd love to get some back as quickly as possible. Try to find a way to get yourself within striking distance. 2-2 pitch fouled off for Jones. Count stays 2-2. Obviously, a big win streak for Evansville. They're on a 9-game win streak, ties the second longest for a team this year with Schaumburg, who had a 9-game winning streak earlier. The longest is Quebec with 16. Speaking of Quebec, they are currently on an 8-game win streak, tied 3-3 with Three Rivers so far in their game. Ottawa on a 6-game win streak. Mentioned they're tied 3-3 with Three Rivers. Sorry, with Brockton, in the top of the 8th of that game. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Misses low. Count runs full. So good at bat so far here for L.J. Jones to begin this inning. Again, this is one of those games that we've seen Evansville before start to take worse and worse at bats. You just want to keep taking those good at bats throughout the game. Keep putting pressure on this pitcher. Full count pitch is popped up. It's going to stay in the infield as the second baseman. Guerrier is going to find his way under it and bring it in for out number 1. For that quick first out, it'll be Keenan Taylor.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 12, Keenan Taylor.
Taylor last night walked once, reached on an error once, and scored. But again, a night where Evansville struggled offensively overall. First pitch breaker. Flare into center. It's going to bring Sandel in, but it's going to stay up long enough for out number 2. Brockton now beating Ottawa 4-3 the top of the 8th. So that win streak and is in danger. Again, New York still losing 7-1 against Down East. So currently in line, both teams would lose, and neither team would lose a spot or lose any games on each other. Stephen Paolini steps in, last hope for the Otters in the second. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Paolini, the only 2-hit game for anybody last night. He also reached on an error once. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Fastball finds the outside corner, make it 1-1. Paolini has reached in every game he's played as an Otter. He's had a couple of home runs. That pitch called strike 2 in the outside corner. So now Paolini behind 1-2. One-two pitch misses outside, make it 2-2. During his 9 games so far, he's reached in all 9. Here's the 2-2 offering. Swung on and missed. He goes down swinging. The Otters go down 1-2-3 in the second. We'll head to the third. Otters trail by 5 here on 96.9 WIR and the Otters Digital Network.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com.
Otters called to the bullpen. Parker Brahms takes the mound. Behind the plate, Cohen Wilbanks. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. So Brahms enters for the third inning. Otters trail by 5. Pitchers will need to try to keep it where it's at. Brahms will be making his 17th appearance, his first non-start of the season. He's been going over his last 4 times. He's gone at least 6 innings in each of those outings, including 7-inning outings in 3 of his last 4. Went 7 against Florence, gave up 1 run on earned. Went 7 against New York, where he gave up 4 earned runs. Went 7 against Mississippi, where he gave up 3 earned runs, 4 runs total. And then last time against Joliet, went 6 1/3, giving up 2 earned runs in the 4-2 Evansville win. He'll face the 6-hole hitter Grant Thurman to start this inning. First pitch finds the zone for strike 1. Again, at this point, just needs to give the Otters length. And again, hopefully keep it in a spot where they can try to find themselves into striking distance and try to find their way back. 0-1 pitch misses inside for 1-1. Again, if your pitching can kind of hold, don't need to get it all back at once. You can just try to scratch and crawl your way back. 1-1 misses low and inside, 2-1. Brahms enters with a 5.87 ERA, but again, most of that came from just a really rough stretch for him over a 4-game span. It's been really good outside of that. 2-1, fly ball left field to get out of play, and the count will move to 2-2. Quebec in danger of losing their win streak. They're down 5-3 in the top of the 4th against Three Rivers. Lake Erie has tied it with Schaumburg at 2. 2-2 misses inside. Count runs full. The Otters pitching in danger of allowing a 3rd straight inning with a leadoff base runner. Jalen Greer awaits on deck. Two RBI single for him in the first. Finished off the 5-run first for Windy City. Payoff pitch, line to left center field. That one's going to drop in the gap, be cut off by Stephen Paolini. And a leadoff base runner for the 3rd straight inning. This one on a single will lead to Jalen Greer.
Second baseman, 5, Jalen Greer.
Mentioned Greer singled in 2 his last time up. Did not play in game 1 of the series. Brahms looking in, comes set. Delivers the first pitch to Thurman, or to Greer. Finds zone for strike 1. Again, Evansville down 5-0 after 5 runs scored in the first. Throw to first base, nothing doing. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runner takes off. On a line towards short. Tavares backhands it. Throw to first. In the dirt. Snagged by Pierce for out number 1. Runner was stealing, so no chance at a double play, but you get the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, 6, Garrett Broussard.
And that will move the inning to Garrett Broussard. Evansville has had 3 wins this year of 4-run comebacks. They haven't had a 5-run comeback this year. Last time they did that was against Florence on June 29th. First pitch to Broussard, taken high and in for ball 1. They also haven't had a walk-off win since that win against Florence. Here's the 1-0 delivery to Broussard, up and in, and it hit him. And so now runners away at first and second with just one away.
Catcher, 29, Craig Corliss.
Now I'll bring up Craig Corliss for the second time tonight with runners in scoring position. He struck out swinging his last time up. Brahms just lost control of that breaker on that last pitch. Trying to find his way back into the zone here. First pitch to Corliss, inside. Pass, Wilbanks plays it cleanly. Thrown in third, though, not in time. Did a little bit of a double clutch. And now runners away at second and third with just one out on the wild pitch. Infield will come in now, trying to cut down any runner coming home. Now time called by Corliss. Another early jam for Evansville here. Here's the 1-0 delivery from Brahms. Fastball misses high. Count is 2-0. Corliss entering with a 167 batting average. Misses outside, count runs to 3-0. Again, base open, but I'd like to attack this guy here if you can. Brahms looks in, agrees, and sets. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Fastball middle for strike one. Corliss was taking all the way. Corliss in his age 28 season has spent 5 times with Joliet, his 9th game with Windy City. 3-1 pitch finds his own at the knees, count runs full. So from 3-0 to 3-2, a chance to get a big out here in this inning. Here's the payoff pitch. Line to right, but foul. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Ball brought to you by Hex Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Count still at 3-2, one away. Runners at second and third. Brahms trying to keep this 5-run deficit for Evansville where it's at. The next payoff delivery. Swung on and missed. Went after the high fastball. Big out number 2 with a German-American Bank strikeout for Parker Brahms. Well, back to the top of the lineup with runners at second and third for Carlos Pena. Pena steps in. He walked his first time up, then flew out to left field his last time. First pitch swinging, popped up left side. Taylor over towards it in foul territory. Finds his way under and brings it in for out number 3. So had a couple of runners in scoring position, but Brahms strands them. Keeps the deficit at 5 for Evansville as they come to play here in the third. Trying to get some runs here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Head to the bottom of the third here at Bosse Field. Evansville trailing 5-0. Still trying to find their way on against this pitcher, Bryce Helgeth, through the first 2 innings. Couple of strikeouts, hasn't surrendered a hit or a base runner at all. He'll face the bottom of this lineup: Cohen Wilbanks, J.J. Cruz, and Crix Taveras. Again, Evansville's played from behind multiple times during this win streak, but no deficits as large as this. You'd love to see them make a comeback starting in this inning. First pitch to Wilbanks, misses low for ball 1. Just starts by getting on base against this guy, putting some pressure on him. Scratching and crawling away at this lead. 1-0 pitch, line to the left, but foul. Count moves to 1-1. The Otters catcher entering with a plus 450 OBP and a 313 batting average. 1-1 pitch called, strike 2 on the outside top corner. Count 1-2 to the left-handed hitting catcher. His 25th game of the season. Now it's a fight from behind in this count. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Chopper, slow roller towards third, but he picked up by Broussard. Long throw. It is in time. Pena keeps his foot on the bag, and there's one away. So it'll be up to J.J. Cruz now with one away.
The second baseman, number 17, J.J. Cruz.
Cruz last night 0 for 4. He just went 0 for 3. Foul tipped off of himself. Count moves to 0-1. Had a couple of strikeouts. Was up at the plate when the Otters got caught in a running mistake on the base paths. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball finds his own, strike 2. So now another batter starting behind 0-2. Helgeth just attacking these batters with his large lead. Haven't been able to challenge him. 0-2 pitch, misses high and wide. Good take for Cruz. Last night against Maeda, a guy that they had his number first time they saw him. Just couldn't get anything going. And the 1-2 pitch misses outside. Another good take. Counts 2-2. Tonight against Helgeth. Again, only the second time they've seen him. First time was way back in early June. He only went 3 1/3 in that game. 2-2 on the ground to right, but foul. Count stays 2-2. Cruz in a good battle here, trying to get someone on base for the first time tonight. 2-2 swung on and missed. Got him on the changeup. There's 2 away. His third strikeout of the night, and now it's Crix Taveras. Last hope for Evansville here in the third. Helgeth so far has been perfect through his first 8 batters. First pitch to Taveras, chopper towards short. Dunlap plays it on a hop, throw to first in the dirt, and snagged by Pena in time for out number 3. So the Otters go down harmlessly in the third as well. We're through the first third of the game. Otters trail by 5 here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com.
Brahms out there for another inning of work. Had to maneuver out of runners at second and third with one away, but did just that. And now he'll face the center fielder, Michael Sandel, to start off this inning. Sandel was hit by a pitch his last time out, and he walked his first time. Still looking to record his first official AB. Brahms trying to do that hopefully in the out column. First pitch, off speed finds his own for strike one. Again, Brahms out there with a 5-run deficit, trying to just keep Evansville in a spot to put themselves within striking distance. 0-1 line to right, out of play, make it 0-2.
Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best and never regret it.
So far, the offense for Evansville has been silent, but hopefully second time through the lineup, they'll be able to find something new. Brahms sets on the mound once again. Delivers the 0-2 pitch. Checked his swing, did not go on a pitch up and in. Make it 1-2. Brahms sets on the mound, delivers the 1-2 pitch. Inside, almost got Sandel up and in. Count now 2-2 to the Otters' right-handed pitcher. Again, typically a starter, his first relief appearance this year. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Got him swinging at the upper off-speed pitch. Second German-American makes strikeout for Parker Brahms, and there's one away for James Dunlap.
Shortstop 7, James Dunlap.
Dunlap is 1 for 2 with a infield single and a strikeout swinging. Mississippi keeps adding on. They're up 5-0 in the bottom of the 6th in Washington. At this point, you feel like they have to win the next 2 games to really stay within contention of that wild card spot. First pitch on the ground for Dunlap, fielded by Taylor. Go to first in time. There's 2 away. So the Otters pitching has really settled in here. Now it's Daryl Ruiz stepping in. He is 1 for 2 with a single and a pop out. Brockton still out in front of Ottawa 4-3. Here's the first pitch to Ruiz. Fastball finds the top of the zone for strike one. Really nice crowd has stepped into the ballpark here at Bosse Field, trying to root on their Otters to a big comeback victories. That pitch misses outside for 1-1. Gonna need the comeback, but again, the offense on one end just has not been able to get anything done so far. Brahms sets and delivers the 1-1 pitch on a line towards first, past the glove of Pierce, and to right for a 2-out single to keep the inning alive for Cam Feltz.
Right fielder for Cam Feltz.
Ruiz's second hit of the game will bring up Feltz, who's 0 for 2 so far with ground out and a fly out. Feltz entering with a .279 batting average, a .364 OBP. Doesn't have a home run. Does have a really good stolen base throw on the base paths. The first pitch finds his own for strike one. Switch hitter saw him hit righty last night against all the lefties. Tonight he's hitting left-handed. From set, looks in, delivers the 0-1. Fastball just misses inside, make it 1-1. Ruiz leads off first base. Throw over to first base. Close, but not in time. Brahms set on the mound, delivers the 1-1. Squares on the bunt, does Feltz, but pulls it back. Pitch misses inside. Count is 2-1 to the right fielder. Brahms trying to avoid a 2-out rally here. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Backdoor breaker finds the zone, evens it up at 2-2. Some early baseball. Red Sox beat the Yankees 12-1. Blue Jays in 12 innings won 7-6 over the Marlins, and Tigers beat the Royals 4-2. Chris Paddock got the win. Line towards left, but foul. Count stays 2-2 to Feltz. Some more games currently underway. The Nationals and Phillies are in the top of the ninth inning. Nationals down by 2 with Duran on the mound, but they have runners at first and third. They're threatening. Here's the 2-2 from Brahms. Line into left center field. Over towards it is Paolini, and it's Paolini bringing it in for out number 3. So Windy City gets a 2-out hit, but does nothing with it. Evansville trails by 5. They're going to need some runs here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
The Otters come to bat here in the fourth. They'll have the top of the lineup. After the first time through the lineup, Evansville did not get a single base runner. On the mound, Helgeth has been perfect so far. He'll be back to the top of the lineup, though. Dennis Pierce, the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, grounded out to shortstop up the middle his first time up. That was a great play from Dunlap to keep him off the base
For the
paths.
Evansville Otters, Arthur Jones leadoff batter.
Tonight, Evansville needs some runs to make their way back into the game. They trail 5-0 after Windy City put up 5 runs up on the starter, Casey Delgado. Right now, that's the difference, as Thebe and Brahms have both worked scoreless through the next 3 2/3 innings. I know Helgeth on the mound, delivers the first pitch to Pierce, misses low for ball 1. At this point in the game, it's just about getting on base, just breaking the rhythm of Helgeth on the mound, putting some pressure on him and hoping that your guys behind you follow suit. 1-0, line to left. Back on it is Thurman, and he brings it in for out number 1.
Center fielder.
107 off the bat.
Graham-
Just can't get anything right now. Right to the left fielder Thurman, and with 1 away, it's Graham Brown. Brown struck out looking his first time up. First pitch finds his own top edge for strike 1. Further on the baseball world, Pirates up 5-0 against the Rockies. Astros and Orioles tied at 7. Next pitch to Brown. Gets the string pulled on him out in front of it. Counts 0-2. Rangers beating the Guardians 10-0 at the top of the 7th. Brown now behind 0-2. Needs to battle here. Like I said, you just need a fight. Try to find some way to get on base. 0-2 pitch. Misses high. Good take. Make it 1-2. Twins losing to the White Sox 6-2. Giants beating the Brewers 3-1. 1-2 pitch, high chopper left side. That one's going to stay foul, and the count will stay 1-2. Mets and Braves in the bottom of the 5th. Mets up 3-2. Reds up on the Reds down, on the Diamondbacks, down by 3 in the end of the 2nd. Dodgers and Padres. That's a fun matchup. Currently still in the bottom of the 1st inning, tied. Dodgers and Padres actually have the same record, both at 73 and 56. Here's the next 1-2 pitch. Misses outside, make it 2-2. .47 pitches so far for Helgeth through 3 1/3. 2-2 pitch misses low and wide. Count runs full. Again, you would love to see a base runner in any way possible. A walk, a hit by pitch, a catcher's interference, whatever it takes. Here's the payoff. Taken low, ball 4. A Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar, and the Otters finally get a base runner. Able to take a great pitch on a pitch that just missed below the zone. And now we'll bring up JT Benson with a base runner on and 1 away.
Right fielder, number 9, JT Benson.
Love to see the Otters string some runners together, either by walks or hits. Good part of the lineup coming up. Got Benson and LJ Jones both had great series against Washington. First pitch swinging line to right, but foul off of the first base party tent. Out and right. Counts 0-1. And even if you don't get all the runs back in 1 inning, if you can just get a run here and a run there, or a couple runs here, a big step in the right direction. 0-1 pitch, line to right again. That one up and overhead. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Counts 0-2 now. Even though Benson's put some good swings on the ball, he's going to need to fight from behind. Oh, 2 pitch runner takes off, misses low and wide. Throw down is not in time. Stolen base for Graham Brown.
That was an epic stolen base, courtesy of Epic Insurance Midwest, a proud partner of Evansville Otters baseball.
Brown, who worked his 0-2 count to 3-2. Vincent was at 0-2. It's 1-2 now. Now a runner at second base.
Report the lost phone has been found. Thank goodness.
And now the catcher Corliss going to go out there and talk with his pitcher.
And now they have to get to work replying to all those missed text messages.
Now the Corliss back behind the plate. Vincent steps back in with a 1-2 count. Helga Sumket comes set, delivers. That one line out to right in foul territory as well. Count stays 1-2.
Ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regrets.
Vincent stepping back in. Good battle so far here in this at-bat. Again, this is the way you get back into this game here. You got to battle in these counts. The next 1-2 on a line, on the ground, backhanded by Dunlap. Long throw is in time for out number 2. Vincent wasn't happy with the call, but it was bang, bang. Home crowd not happy with it either. Just not able to beat it out. Brown does advance to third, but there's 2 away.
Designated hitter, number 20, L.J. Jones.
Claudia's going to come over and have a talk, but again, that was a play that, to me, it looked like the right call, but maybe you try to somehow ignite this team. They're going to need some kind of big boost. Come back in this one here in the bottom of the 4th, down by 5. Quick conversation. McCauley now jogs back over to the third base side. Now it's going to be L.J. Jones stepping in with 2 away. Again, this is a big spot here. Still don't have a hit. You'd love to get that first run of the game somehow, by any means, just to break it open somehow. Here's the first pitch to Jones. Taken at the letters for strike 1. Brown at third base. Awaiting the 0-1 pitch. That one misses low in the dirt. Make it 1-1. Jones popped out his first time up. Evansville still being no hit in the game. Down by 5. Here's the 1-1. High chopper towards third, but foul. Count 1-2. And now Jones has to fight from behind on a 2-strike count. Jones had a big week in Washington, 9 RBIs in the 3 games. Last night earned a walk his first time up, but after that went 0 for 3. Here's the 1-2. Foul tipped back into the glove, and that will do it for the Otters in the 4th. Still don't get a hit. Strand, a runner at third base, and still trail by 5. We head to the 5th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome into the Buffalo Wild Wings 5th inning. Bottomless Apps are now here. Visit either Evansville location, 5405 Pearl Drive, and 715 North Green River Road for details. So through 4, it's been all Windy City, but it was all in the first inning. Scored 5 runs to start the game. Since then, Nolan Thebe and Parker Brahms have shut them down, but offensively, Evansville has just been silenced. But still over half the game to go, but you really need first another shutdown inning for Parker Brahms. As first pitch to Thurman swings through that one. He starts behind 0-1. Brahms has pitched 2 scoreless innings. Here's the 0-1, misses outside, make it 1-1. After Delgado, Thebe pitched an inning and 2/3 scoreless. Brahms has gone through 2 scoreless so far. End of the third here against Thurman, who is 1 for 1 with a walk, a single. Backdoor breaker finds his own, make it 1-2. Scored on the Jalen Greer single. Was at third base his last time up, but got stranded there. 1-2 pitch, fouled back for Thurman. Count stays where it's at. Brahms trying to do what he can do, keeping Evansville within some kind of striking distance. 1-2 pitch, misses low, evens it up at 2-2. Brahms sets, delivers the 2-2, misses outside, count runs full. So now the count all of a sudden full to Thurman, started at 1-2, so worked it to full. Here's the steps back into the left-handed batter's box. Brahms comes set and delivers the payoff pitch. Popped up left side. Over towards it is Keenan Taylor and Cohen Wilbanks, but they watch it get open overhead. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. College football's gotten underway. Iowa State and Kansas State got it started, a game in Ireland, but Iowa State took that one 24-21. Second game was UNLV and Idaho State. UNLV won that one 38-31. You got 4 other games underway as well. Another foul ball by Thurman to stay alive. The other 3 games, Stanford and Hawaii. I don't know why I said Miami. Stanford and Hawaii. Andrew Luck and Frank Reich reunited. Stanford currently winning 13-7. Here's the next 3-2 delivery to Thurman. Lifted left field. Over towards his Paolini, still running on his horse into the bullpen, able to snag it for out number 1. Another great speed catch there for Paolini out and left. It brings up Jalen Greer. WKU playing Sam Houston right now in a Conference USA matchup. WKU up 20-10, and then Kansas and Fresno State. Kansas up 31-7 in the third. Here's the first pitch to Greer. Swings through that one, comes up empty. He's behind 0-1. 2 RBI double for him in the first inning. And then grounded out to short his last time up. Swings through that one. He's behind 0-2. So Brahms quickly ahead of him, 0-2, trying to Continue the shutout he's got going during his outing. 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. Just needs 3 pitches to send down Greer via the German-American Bank strikeout, and now there's 2 away for Garrett Broussard.
Third baseman, 6, Garrett Broussard.
Broussard stands in. He's reached both times, once on an error, once on a hit by pitch. So he's 0 for 1. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Rom sets, delivers the 1-0. That one finds the zone, evens it up at 1-1. Schaumburg blows their game open. They're up 7-2 against Lake Erie in the bottom of the 7th. Gateway still up on Florence, 2-0. Here's the 1-1. Front door breaker. Called ball 2. Just a pitch that just missed below the knees. Quebec out in front of Three Rivers 7-5, trying to keep their long win streak alive. Brockton did beat Ottawa. Big break for New York as they're down 12-1 against Down East. 2-1 pitch fouled up and overhead. Count evens up at 2-2. And then Mississippi still up on Washington 5-1. Again, Washington took game 1 of that series. They extended their lead of the wild card spot to 4. 2-2 pitch misses wide. Count runs full. Brahms has had at least 1 base runner in each inning he's pitched. Last inning it was a 2-out single to keep the inning alive. Payoff pitch popped up and overhead. Count stays full.
Overhead foul ball. Brought to you by Hits Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
If things were to stay where they're at, Evansville would still gain half a game on Florence after they dropped game 1 of their doubleheader against Gateway. They're currently in line to drop game 2 as well. Next payoff pitch, called strike 3, outside corner. Back-to-back German-American make strikeouts to end the 5th inning for Parker Brahms. Head to the bottom half, Otters down by 5 here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WIIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
And at the bottom of the 5th inning here at Bossy Field, Otters trail by 5. They need to get some runs back and quickly, but they have still yet to get a hit against the pitcher on the mound, Bryce Helgeth. He has shut them down. He's allowed just 1 base runner on a walk to Graham Brown.
Leading off, third baseman number 12.
It'll be Keenan Taylor to lead it off here in the 5th. Second time through the lineup for Evansville, but back-to-back nights, they've just been silenced by the Windy City pitching. Just 1 hit since the 3rd inning last night. First pitch finds the zone for strike 1. That hit came in the 8th inning in last night's game from the man on deck, Stephen Paolini. 0-1, popped foul, count 0-2. So now Taylor behind 0-2 has to battle. He flew up to center field his first time up.
Friendly reminder, fans, for the safety and enjoyment of everyone, no running through the walkways if you're trying to catch a foul ball. And also, please do not
Everything will be
block
reset real quick.
passageways
Now
hallways for those
Taylor will
trying to
step
get
back
by.
in, trying to battle here in this at-bat. Trying to lead off this fifth inning by getting on base any way possible. 0-2 pitch misses low, good take. Count moves to 1-2. Again, the Otters have put up runs in bunches before. They've done it at this ballpark before. But you need to get something going somehow, some way. 1-2 pitch lined up the middle. Dunlap able to glove it, throw to first in time, and there's one away. Another ball where Dunlap was shaded far enough up the middle to bring it in. With one out, it's up to Stephen Paolini.
Left fielder, number 34, Stephen Paolini.
Paolini struck out swinging his first time up. Otters still hitless here in the fifth. First pitch misses inside for ball one. Paolini, a couple of home runs already for Evansville. That one's lined well to center, but off the end of the bat, coming in is Sandel, and it hangs up long enough for him to bring it in for out number 2. So now 2 outs, it's Cohen Wilbanks. Stepping in, now the last hope for the Otters here in the fifth.
The catcher, number 23, Cohen Wilbanks.
Windy City had 3 hits in the first inning. Since then, both teams have combined for 2. Both of those being Windy City, of course. First pitch swinging for Wilbanks. Fouls it off into the Otters dugout. And starts behind 0-1. Evansville's just gotten behind on a lot of these at-bats really quickly. Haven't had a lot of long at-bats. That one lifted to left. It's going to bring in Thurman. Now out a little bit, and he brings it in for out number 3. So the Otters go down quickly here in the fifth. That will be the end of the Buffalo Wild Wings' fifth inning. Bottomless after now here. Visit either Evansville location, 5405 Pearl Drive and 715 North Green River Road for details. Head to a break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
Stay hungry. Leading off,
Into the sixth inning we go. Otters trail 5-0. Brahms still on the mound. Since that first inning, though, Otters pitching has thrown 4 straight shutout frames. Fortunately, their offense still yet to help them, still yet to get a hit. Brahms will try to keep this game at a 5-run deficit where it's bat pretty much every inning. Corliss steps in to start this inning. He struck out twice so far. Brahms sets on the mound, looks in and delivers the first pitch. Line to right, up and out of play. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best. Never regret it. Count is 0-1. This side of the ball, outside of the first inning, has been the good side of this game, as that one's fouled off directly back. Make it 0-2. Again, Thebe and Brahms so far. Thebe for an inning and 2/3. Brahms now for 3 innings, entering his 4th. It looks really good. Here's the 0-2. Fastball misses high. Count 1-2. Corliss, the catcher, again, hasn't played too many games with Windy City, just his 9th game, his 14th game in the Frontier League this year. Swung on and missed. Another German-American Bank strikeout for Parker Brahms. He struck out 3 straight batters.
American Bank strikeouts.
His 5th strikeout of the game through 3 1/3.
Lottery, strikeout batter at first base, 32.
And there's one away for the leadoff hitter, Carlos Pena. Led off the game with a walk. Since then has flown out and popped out. Both times that was with a runner in scoring position. First pitch, fastball misses high and wide for ball 1. This is the first time Pena's hit in this game with no one on since his first at bat. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Popped up right side. Pierce giving it a look in foul territory, but it's going to get out of play, and the count will even up at 1-1.
Overhead foul ball, brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Washington trying to crawl back in their game. They're down 5-2 in the bottom of the 7th. 1-1 delivery. Pulled the string out in front of it was Pena. Make it 1-2. One-two pitch, swung on and missed, didn't mean to. 4th straight German-American Bank strikeout for Parker Brahms, and there's 2 away.
Congratulations to sections.
Brahms really starting to settle into this ball game. Now he'll face the center fielder Michael Sandel, who's reached twice, once on a walk, once on a hit by pitch. He's also grounded out. Brahms sets on the mound, looks in, and delivers the first pitch. Front door breaker just missed inside for ball 1. Beautiful pitch, but didn't get the call. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Fastball misses high, make it 2-0. In this game, the series, outside of that 1 inning for Windy City to begin this game, has just been an entire pitcher's duel, both sides. 2-0 inside, it hit him. Second time Sandel's been hit by a pitch.
Shortstop, 7, James Dunlap.
Second batter that Brahms has hit. He hit Broussard earlier. Third batter as a whole, Evansville's hit. And that will extend the inning to James Dunlap. Dunlap tonight, 1 for 3 with an infield single, a strikeout, and a groundout. Dunlap batted in the leadoff spot last night, down to 3 tonight. Trying to keep the 6th inning alive, trying to add to their 5-0 lead. Brahms throws over to first base. Not in time. Sandel did take a little bit extra time trying to get back to the bag, but got back in time. Sandel did steal base back in the 2nd inning. It was his 19th of the year. First pitch fouled off from Dunlap. Count 0-1. Brahms looking in, looking over at first base. Agrees and sets. Throws over to first base again, this time as well, not in time. That's 2 disengagements for him now. We'll see if Sandel will use that, try to take off and get into scoring position. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Count 0-2, Dunlap quickly behind. Dunlap trying to keep this 6th inning alive. Brahms trying to shut it down and get us to the bottom half of the 6th. Here's the 0-2. Line to right field. That one's going to drop in front of Benson. Sandel rounding second. He's going to try for third. Throw's going to come in on a dot, but off wide and not in time as Sandel gets in. Strong throw from Benson, but it pulled Taylor off the bag. And now there are runners on the corners, still with 2 away. So this 2-out rally has extended to be a dangerous one. Brahms trying to avoid the first run given up by him in this game. He'll have to get Darrell Ruiz out, who singled his last time up. He's 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. First time up, he blooped a ball out past the left side of the infield for an RBI. Last time up with 2 outs, ripped one past the first baseman, Pierce. First pitch swinging, line to right center. Benson on his way back, it's going to drop into the gap. Well, at least 1 run will score. Rounding third, heading for home is Dunlap. Throw's going to come in, be cut off, and no throw to the plate. And 2 more runs score for Windy City. Now they lead 7-0.
Right fielder for Cam Phelps.
2-out double scores 2 more, and all of a sudden that 2-out rally extends the lead even further. Got a couple of quick strikeouts. It was looking great. He was cruising and then hit by pitch. A couple of hits afterwards and put 2 more runs on the board. First pitch on the ground towards second. Cruz will take it in. Toss to first in time. That will do it for the Thunderbolts here in the 6th, but not before they add 2 on a 2-out rally. A double from Darrell Ruiz. They now lead by 7 as we head to the bottom of the 6th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Otters now trail by 7 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Evansville entered this game on a 9-game win streak. It tied a franchise record after a 2-1 victory last night. But tonight it's been all Windy City. It started with 5 runs in the first. Evansville still without a hit through 5, and then 2 runs in the top half of the 6th for the Thunderbolts, extended their lead to 7. It'll be J.J. Cruz to lead it off for us here in the 6th. At this point, he's got to go out there and take some good at-bats. First pitch on the ground towards first. Brought in by Ruiz. Toss to the pitcher who's covering in time for out number 1. Could have probably taken it himself, but no reason to risk it. And with one quick out, it'll bring up Crix Tavares.
The shortstop, number 18, Crix Tavares.
Helgath threw 5 1/3, just 67 pitches. Again, he has been on top of his game for Windy City here. Here's the first pitch to Tavares. Finds bottom of the zone for strike one. Here's the 0-1, misses outside, make it 1-1. Helgath, for the most part, just been attacking these Otters hitters and getting some weak contact, getting some strikeouts. 1-1, big swing from Tavares on a pitch outside the zone, make it 1-2. The man on deck, Dennis Pierce, did hit one 107 off the bat, but right to the left fielder Thurman. They've had some hard hits, but nothing to find grass yet. Helgath sets and delivers the 1-2 pitch, fouled off by Tavares to stay alive. New York trying to make a late comeback. Still down 12-3. Gateway now extending their lead to 3-0 over Florence. Schaumburg out in front of Lake Erie 8-2. 1-2 pitch in the dirt, good take by Tavares, make it 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Tavares. Foul tipped. That went off the umpire again. Second time he's taken one to the lower half. Count still 2-2 to the Otters shortstop. The Otters still just trying to find some kind of way to put some pressure on this pitcher. Just one base runner tonight on a Graham Brown walk. Other than that, not being able to do anything. No hits, no other base runners. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Popped up left side. Out on it is Broussard. Shortstop coming in on it as well. Shortstop Dunlap will call him off and bring it in for out number 2. And it's the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce. Pierce stepping in 0 for 2. But a hard fly out his last time up. He's hit the ball pretty well both times up the plate. Just hasn't found any luck so far. First pitch misses low and wide for ball 1. The Otters down to their final out here in the 6th. Trying to find something. Helgath comes set. Delivers the 1-0. Check the swing. Doesn't matter. It's in the zone. Make it 1-1. One popped up behind the plate. It's up and overhead. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count now 1-2. Those interested, Sam Houston was actually up on Western Kentucky 24-20 after scoring 14 straight points, but WKU has scored a touchdown. They're up 27-24. That looks like a good game. 1-2 pitch misses high, make it 2-2. Hawaii and Stanford has entered halftime. Hawaii scored a late touchdown and lead 14-13. They'll also receive the kickoff to begin the second half. 2-2 pitch, chop foul. Count stays where it was at. The MLB Astros have taken a late lead over Baltimore 9-7. White Sox have extended their lead to 7-3. Giants now lead 7-1 over the Brewers. Mets over the Braves now 7-2. Chopped up the middle, past the glove of the pitcher, be brought in by the second baseman Greer, and it's in time for out number 3. The Otters go 1-2-3 in the 6th as well. We head to the back third of the ball game. Otters now trail by 7 here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Into the back third of the ball game, Evansville trails by 7. Parker Brahms out there for another inning of work, and outside of a couple of late hits in that last inning, he's looked great on the mound, so why not keep him out there? Otters went down 5-0 early. Pitching had really solidified, given up a couple of runs since, but still, again, after that first inning doing their part, offensively it's just been lethargic at this point for Evansville. Still no hits. And Brahms will try to go out there and work another scoreless frame. He's now worked 4 innings. First three of those were scoreless. And he'll face Grant Thurman here to start the 7th. First pitch to him misses high for ball 1. Dodgers and Padres are still scoreless in the top of the 4th as well. 1-0 pitch, big swing from Thurman, but comes up empty. Count evens at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Line to left center. That one's going to find the gap and drop. It will be cut off by Paolini. Thurman going to try to turn it into 2. Throw comes in. He's in there safely, and a leadoff double for Windy City. It's a runner at second base with no one away for Jalen Greer. Bottom of the 8th inning, Mississippi has tied the ball game. Washington has tied their ball game. They've scored 3 in the bottom of the 8th. A Tyreek Reed 3-run home run has turned that ball game around. First pitch to Greer finds the zone for strike 1. Brahms set, looks back at second, delivers the 0-1. Pop fly right field. And on it is Benson. He will plenty of time to get under it for out number 1. No advance from the runner as that one was not nearly deep enough. With 1 out, it will be up to Garrett Broussard.
Third baseman, 6, Garrett Broussard.
Broussard tonight has reached twice, once on an error, once on a hit by pitch, and he struck out swinging, so I think his total 0 for 2. Brahms trying to work around that leadoff double he gave up. Looks in, agrees, and sets. Looks back at second. Delivers the first pitch to Broussard. Big swing, comes up empty, make it 0-1. Brahms sets, looks back at second. Still staring now, throwback, and that one's close. In time, they got him! Gets the pickoff. And there's 2 away. Great tag there from J.J. Cruz as well, and hopefully some momentum for this Evansville team. It's now Broussard, still with an 0-1 count, now has no one in scoring position. Here's the 0-1 pitch, popped up and overhead foul ball, brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count is 0-2. Brahms looking in, trying to get out of this 7th inning with no runs given up. 0-2 pitch, popped up. Shallow right field, Cruz finds his way under it and brings it in for out number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So Brahms gives up a double, but picks him off and goes 1-2-3 in the 7th. We head to the bottom half. Otters gonna need some runs, but first, time to stretch. Here's take me out of the ball game at the ballpark.
nicely done, friends from down in Indiana. Let's get some runs. Let's get
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
To the bottom of the 7th we go. The Otters need 7 runs. They have 9 outs to work with. They're going to need to get some runs in chunks, and it's going to be started by Graham Brown. Again, good part of the lineup you would really want up. Brown, the only base runner tonight with a walk. He's walked and he's struck out looking. 3rd time through the lineup. Hopefully this is the time they start to find him. Again, the bullpen for Windy City is pretty good, so you would probably need to get some runs off of them, but first it starts getting runs here. Here's the first pitch, swinging, foul tipped into the glove. Brown will start behind 0-1. Again, the only base runner tonight for Evansville, the only non-in-order part of the lineup they've gone. 0-1 pitch, checked his swings, a missed high, make it 1-1. Big swing from Brown there, but he comes up empty, make it 1-2. Officially, Down East has beaten New York 12-4. Both Ottawa also losing. The deficit just stays at 1.5 for New York. Again, those two teams play each other in the next series. That's going to be a big one. Washington and Mississippi still at 5. 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Count 2-2. Helgeth gets set, delivers the 2-2, swung on and missed. There's one down in the inning. So with one away, it's JT Benson. Benson tonight 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs. Last one was a fairly slow roller that he almost was able to beat out, but the throw just got him in time. First pitch, high chopper towards third. Broussard takes it in, throw to first in time. There's 2 away. LJ Jones, last hope for the Otters in the 7th. Down to their final 7 outs. Washington has turned that game upside down. They lead 8-5. Cole Fowler hit a 3-run home run in the same inning. First pitch to LJ Jones misses low for ball 1. So they score 6 in the bottom of the 8th to flip that game on its head. Again, essentially a must-win for Mississippi. That one up the middle, off the glove of the pitcher. Second baseman Greer able to bring it in time. That will do it for the Otters in the 7th. They go hitless once again. We'll head to the 8th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Brahms back out there for the 8th. Outside of a couple of hits that were strung together, he has been excellent on the mound for Evansville. Again, his first relief appearance this season for the team.
The catcher, 29, Greg Corliss.
Entered in the 3rd, has pitched into the 8th inning. At this point, they'll probably let him work it out, barring Windy City starting to get to him. Here's the first pitch to Craig Corliss, has popped up and overhead foul ball, brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count is 0-1. Corliss 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, trying to avoid the golden sombrero. Here's the 0-1 delivery from Brahms. Another one chopped foul, just able to get his bat on it. Count 0-2. The Otters have really had their way with Windy City catchers in this series so far. They're 0 for 6 with 6 Ks. Zach Beadle last night, tonight Craig Corliss. Here's the 0-2. Line to right. Benson coming in on it, still coming in, diving for it, and catching it. Out and right, Benson makes another fantastic grab. Takes a hit away, and there is one out in the inning.
First baseman, 32, Carlos Pena.
On a night that's been so difficult for Evansville, he makes a fantastic play, and with one out, it brings in Carlos Pena, who outside of a walk in the first inning has gone 0 for 3. A couple of flyouts and a strikeout. First pitch finds his own inside corner, strike one. Again, it's just kind of felt like the same thing over the last couple of nights, just not able to get into the hit column. That pitch misses low for 1-1. Only have had one hit in this series since the third inning of last night's game. We're here in the top of the 8th inning. 1-1 pitch, big swing, comes up empty. Make it 1-2 for Carlos Pena. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses high, evens it up at 2-2. Scores through 7 innings so far in this ball game. They didn't score in the last 5 innings of last night's game. The 2-2 pitch, big swing, comes up empty. German American Bank strikeout for Parker Brahms. He has had an excellent night tonight.
Center fielder, 12, Michael Sandel.
Now it brings in Michael Sandel. That's now I believe 7 strikeouts for Parker Brahms. That one's popped up overhead. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best and never regret it. It is 7 strikeouts for Parker Brahms. So far, 5 2/3 innings pitched for him. 0-1 check to swing. He did not ghost the first base umpire. He evens it up at 1-1. Popped up left side into foul territory. Wilbanks Taylor converging on it, watching it, and it's going to get out of play. Counts 1-2.
Please, we need Ellen Brown to go to the Otterston team store. Ellen Brown to the Otterston team store.
Maybe there was a scoring error. Now it says Schaumburg's just up 3-2 against Lake Erie. Did say they were up 8-2 earlier. Maybe there was a mistake with point streak. I'm not sure. So I'm not going to take the word of what that score is right now. Anyway, Michael Sandel at the plate. 1-2 pitch. Fastball called. Strike 3 outside edge. 8th German American Bank strikeout for Braden Scott. Well, that's at the bottom of the 8th inning. The Otters need to get something here on offense after a short break on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
The Otters have 6 outs to get 7 runs. They'll have Keenan Taylor to lead it off here in the 8th. This game has really been outside of that first inning. It's been a lot of pitchers' duels. 3 hits strung together in the 6th inning. The only other 2 runs that were scored by Windy City so far. Scored 5 in the first, put Evansville behind, but offense just has not done anything tonight. No runs, no hits. They have earned 1 walk. Windy City with 7 runs on 8 hits. First pitch, Taylor misses up and in, 4-1. Bryce Helgeth has looked unhittable through 7. Here's the 1-0. Line to right, that's going to get through for a base hit. No hitter over. Keenan Taylor breaks it up in the 8th, and see if the Otters can try to string some hits together. Obviously, it is a long road back, but at this point, the only thing to do is keep getting those hits together, keep pushing them together. We saw Washington score 6 runs in 1 inning. Again, this team can definitely score some runs in bunches. They've scored as many as 7 runs in 1 inning before. It starts with another hit or a walk or just some way to keep the pylon moving. Here's the first pitch to Paolini. Swing, launch right field. That's going to get through for a base hit. Taylor's going to hold at second base and back-to-back singles, and all of a sudden the Otters in business here in the 8th. Back-to-back line shots through the right side of the infield for Evansville. Here comes Toby Hall. No one warm in the bullpen, but he's going to try to calm down his guy there on the mound. Again, he had been excellent through the first 7 innings, but back-to-back hits here in the 8th. We'll see how long his leash is. Again, they have a 7-run lead, but these things can disappear in a hurry if you're not careful.
Evansville Otters would like to welcome back Mary Epler, our former Otter, the printer of the tickets.
So, quick update. Schaumburg is, in fact, up 8-2. I don't know what changed for half a second, but they are, in fact, up 8-2. Tri-City was up 8-5 on Joliet. It's tied at 8 again. They can't stop being tied. Gateway extended their lead to 4-0 over Florence. Now it's Cohen Wilbanks trying to keep this rally going. Back-to-back pitches for Evansville have gone for back-to-back singles. First pitch to Wilbanks misses for ball 1. Thing about baseball, you don't have time clocks in the game. You just have outs. Pitch finds the outside corner, make it 1-1 to Wilbanks. Still have 6 outs to work with. Still have a way back into this game. It's going to take a couple of rallies here. Here's the 1-1. Big swing, nothing with it. Count 1-2. Wilbanks stepping back in. He's 0-for-2 with a ground out and a fly out. Love to see him try to just work a good at-bat here. Here's the 1-2. Good take. That pitch misses low. Make it 2-2. The Otters, J.J. Cruz awaiting on deck. Still no one away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Runners at first and second after back-to-back singles. First hits of the night for Evansville. 2-2 pitch misses low. Count runs full. He's worked it back to full after going down 1-2. Chance to, if he can just even drawing a walk here. Again, that just passes the torch on to the next guy. Taylor at second. Paolini over at first. Here's the payoff pitch. That one misses. Ball 4. 3 straight runners have reached. That one on a Deerhead sidewalk cafe and bar. And now J.J. Cruz steps in with the bases loaded and no one away.
Second baseman, number 17, J.J. Cruz.
For the first time tonight, they've put some real pressure on the pitcher out there, Helgeth. Again, you keep passing the torch. First pitch to Cruz, swinging, deep drive into right. It is foul, but man, did he send that one far. There are no words. I think that thing was sent over a house out there. The 0-1 pitch misses outside, 1-1. I mean, I don't know that I've seen a ball hit that hard, at least in a long time. Here's the 1-1. Chop towards first. It's going to stay just foul. Count 1-2. Again, don't need a home run. You just need to find a way on base and pass the torch. Whether it's a walk or a single or a double or whatever it is. Cruz steps back in. Count still 1-2. Helgeth agrees. Second time agrees. Now comes set. Delivers the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses high. 2-2. Wilbanks went down 1-2, ended up earning a walk. Cruz is struck out and he's grounded out to first. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Misses in the dirt, gets away, but Taylor not going to risk it. Count moves to full. Second straight full count. These are the type of at-bats I've been talking about wanting to work. Started down early, but you've worked it back to full, making the pitcher out there work. Chance now to draw a walk if he misses a pitch here, or try to get good wood on it if he leaves it over the heart of the plate. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball misses way outside, ball 4. Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and Bar. The Otters get their first run of the game on an RBI walk. That's going to do it for Bryce Helgeth. Went 7+ innings, 7 innings of no-hit ball, but Evansville has found him out here in the 8th. We have no pitcher on the mound for a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com.
Windy City call to the bullpen is Nolan Lemire. Lemire takes the mound. Behind the plate is Craig Colas. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Nolan Lemire making his 8th appearance for Windy City after pitching for New York. He's given up just 1 run in those 8 appearances, or in the 7 appearances in 5 2/3. Struck out 6. He's walked 2. But he has given up a .409 on base percentage. Evansville's seen him before. They've been able to hit him before. Evansville entered this inning down by 7. They're down by 6. 4 straight runners have reached. Again, it's just about keeping the torch being passed. And now it brings up Crix Taveras, who's 0 for 2 with a grounded and a pop out. It's about getting that tying run to the plate. Obviously, you still have 6 outs to work with, but you'd like to get as many runs here as you can. Top of the lineup looming. First pitch, swinging, fouled off. He's behind 0-1. Again, we saw Lemire, who, with New York, Had a lot of really good outings, didn't give up any runs, and then had some outings where he gave some big amount of runs. That included his outing against Evansville. Here's the 0-1. On a line to shortstop Dunlap. He backhands it, goes to third in time to get an out. A run does score. Still runners at first and second with just one away.
Edward Jones, leadoff batter, first baseman number 10, Dennis Pierce.
Bad news is that the tying run stays as far away from the plate as he was. Good news is you get back to the top of the lineup. The Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce. He's 0 for 3. He's hit the ball hard a couple of times. First pitch to him. Finds the zone, middle for strike one. The Otters runners at first and second. They've scored 2 in this inning. They've brought it back down to 5. Here's the 0-1. That one misses in the dirt. Make it 1-1. Still some action out in the Windy City bullpen. I believe it's Jalen Evans out there getting some long toss in. Quotations around long toss. Out behind the rubber. Lemire comes set. Looks back at second, delivers the 1-1. Checked his swing, did not go on a pitch that was low and out of the zone. Make it 2-1. Evansville in a rally mode here. Had no hits coming into this inning. They had 4 base runners reach against the starter, Helgeth. Cricks did ground into a fielder's choice, scored another run though. Next pitch, called strike 2, upper corner. Count 2-2. Pierce now has to fight with 2 strikes. Need to find a way to get on base. Lemire's not going to blaze you by with a fastball. Here's a 2-2. Hit well deep into left. That sends Thurman back to the track, to the wall. It's gone. 3-run shot, Dennis Pierce. Brand new ball game. Went down to get the off speed. Sent it out to left. Just missed a home run. O'Neill didn't miss that one. The Otters now trail by 2. It's 7-5.
Center fielder, number 24, Graham Brown.
And that brings up Graham Brown, still only 1 away in the inning. Still need 2 runs with 5 outs to work with. First pitch to Brown. That one misses low for ball 1. Again, at this point, you need to keep finding ways to get on base. Tying run is on deck at this point. Next pitch misses low, make it 2-0. .2-0 pitch just finds the zone outside corner. Make it 2-1. Lemire sets, delivers 2-1 pitch. Breaker stays high, make it 3-1. This is what I've been saying. Even the games they've lost, you look at the game even in Windy City where they lost 15-11, they kept fighting. They're still fighting here. Lemire delivers the 3-1 pitch. Misses inside, ball 4, tying run coming to the plate. A Deerhead sidewalk, cafe and bar. And it looks like Toby Hall's not going to waste any time. He's going to bring in his reliever. He's going to go to the bullpen. So with the tying run to come to the plate, another new pitcher in for Windy City. Take a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Windy City called to the bullpen. Jalen Evans. Evans on the mound. Behind the plate is Craig Corliss. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. So Jalen Evans enters his 18th game with a 5.09 ERA. Last time out did go a scoreless inning, gave up 2 hits, though, against Lake Erie. 2 outings ago, gave up 2 earned runs, couple of walks, couple of hits, 2 strikeouts. And he faces the Evansville lineup with the tying run at the plate. The closer, Trevin Reynolds, is awaiting in the bullpen. You'd really like to tie this game up before he comes into the game if possible. They've scored 5 runs here in the bottom of the 8th. They've brought it to within 2. First pitch to Benson. Finds his own outside corner for strike 1. Benson tonight trying to turn it around. He's 0 for 3 ground outs. He's put some good swings on some balls. Again, 9 hits in the series against Washington. Last night, though, did not get a hit, did earn a walk in that game. 0-1, takes that pitch outside for 1-1. Again, this guy's hittable. And this is where the trade of Caleb Rydell for Windy City looms large. We saw him in Windy City. He shut us down. But he's not with the team right now. So Schaumburg. Here's the 1-1. Big swing on a pitch outside the zone. Pulled the string on him. Count 1-2. Evans, a guy who enters with 14 strikeouts, 15 walks, 16 hits given up in 17 2/3 innings. He's liable to draw. He's liable to walk batters, liable to strike out batters, liable to give up hits. Here's the 1-2. Run takes off. Swung on and missed. Throw down is not in time. Brown is in with a stolen base. Benson does go down swinging, so there's 2 away. But a runner in scoring position. Now it brings in L.J. Jones. Jones has had some clutch hits this week already. 9 RBIs, a couple of really big hits in the final 2 games in Washington, including a 2 RBI double that gave him the lead, an RBI single in the 9th inning in the final game that gave him the lead. Now he stands in as the tying run. First pitch, swinging out in front of the off-speed. Behind 0-1. Wanted to do something big there, but went after the off-speed. Evans is getting these Otters batters out in front, eager to make a difference. Need to stay in line with your approach, though. Here's the 0-1. Big swing. Comes up empty at a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. He's behind 0-2. The Otters have made it a ball game. But now those 2 runs that came with 2 outs in the 6th loom large as well. There is some action in the Otters bullpen. Getting ready for the 9th inning. Here's the 0-2. Brown takes off again. Pitch misses wide. Throw down is not in time. Another stolen base for Graham Brown. He's really got Evans timed up. Still needs a hit or a mistake, though, to score. Count 1-2 to Jones. Fastball at 96, just missed up and wide. Here's the 1-2. Popped up right side, but up and out of play. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Tried timing up with Zane. I don't think it worked out. Count still 1-2. Able to make contact on a good pitch. Keenan Taylor is awaiting on deck. Here's the next 1-2. Fastball misses low, gets away a little bit from Corliss, but not nearly enough to advance Graham Brown to home. Count still 2-2. Obviously, tying around the plate, you'd love to tie it here if possible, but if you can somehow score a run here and get it to the point where the tying run would always be at the plate coming to this ninth inning, assuming no one scores, that would be also massive. Evans sets. Delivers the 2-2. Breaker checked his swing. Did he go? He did not, says the first base umpire. Count runs full. Jones has worked it from 0-2 to 3-2. Tying run at the plate in the form of LJ Jones. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed, went for the fastball. Couple of strikeouts for Jalen Evans to get Windy City out of the eighth. We head to the ninth inning. Otters trail by 2 here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
To the ninth inning we go at Bosse Field. It's a different ball game. Otters now trail by 2. They send out Parker Brahms for the ninth inning. This will be his 7th inning of work. So he tries to keep this 2-run deficit now where it's at. Again, he's pitched 6 really good innings. He already has 8 strikeouts to no walks. Just a hit by pitch and then two out hits to score 2 runs in the 6th. The only damage on him so far. He will face Dunlap here to start this inning. First pitch, a breaker that misses outside for ball 1. This was the part of the lineup that got to him. Dunlap singled and Ruiz doubled to score both Sandel and Dunlap. 1-0 pitch, line to right. That one's going to get out of play and fall harmlessly for a 1-1 count.
Brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it.
Washington has officially beat Mississippi 8-6. So even though Lake Erie lost, they have clinched a playoff spot. Here's the 1-1. Check swing, missed inside. Make it a 2-1 count. Also the Central Division getting a little bit interesting. Washington now just down 2 games to Lake Erie. 2-1 pitch on the ground towards short. Tavares plays it. Throw to first is a bit high, but in time for out number 1. Washington, after their series against Mississippi play Joliet, and then down east at home. Very manageable into their season. Here comes Max Peterson. They're going to go to their bullpen. So Brahms works 6 1/3 great innings. And they'll be to the bullpen after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Otters call to the bullpen is Gunnar Dennis. Dennis on the mound. Behind the plate, Cohen Wilbanks. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Gunnar Dennis has been excellent out of the bullpen for Evansville. He comes in to face the lefty Darrell Ruiz and the switch hitter Cam Feltz. There are 4 righties on the bench for Windy City, but the way Darrell Ruiz has been swinging the bat, probably going to keep him in there.
Designated hitter,
Dennis entering with a 2.79 ERA, 14 strikeouts, just 1 walk. Last time out, just faced 1 batter and got 1 out against Washington. He also went inning and a third, struck out 3 of his 4 batters he faced in the opener against Washington. Here's the first pitch. On the ground for Ruiz. Cruz past his glove, and a leadoff single off of Dennis, at least. A 1-out single will move the inning to Cam Feltz.
right fielder,
Ruiz with a 3-hit game. And now Cam Feltz will step in. He's 0 for 4, trying to turn his fortunes around. Dennis has been a guy that's been a great cleanup pitcher. Enough for him to try to work quickly out of this inning. Dennis comes set. Delivers the first pitch to Feltz. Backdoor breaker. Just doesn't break enough. Count 1-0. The Otters are going to need at least 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th. You'd like to keep it that way. Just scored 5 in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That one finds the outside edge. Make it 1-1 now. It's been a game of big innings. Both teams with 5-run innings. The difference being the 2 runs in the top of the 6th for Windy City. 1-1. Misses low. Make it 2-1. Three Rivers has leapfrogged Quebec in their game. They're up 8-7 in the bottom of the 9th. They're going to end that long win streak. We might have 2 win streaks fall tonight. Here's the 2-1. Big swing on a breaker. Comes up empty. Make it 2-2. They score 2 in the top of the 9th to leapfrog them for the lead. They've got 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th as well. Counts 2-2 to Feltz. Dennis trying to work around that single. Here's the 2-2. On the ground up the middle. Dennis takes it himself. Toss to second in time for 1. Throw back to first. Not in time. Speed of Feltz beats out the double play, but gets the lead runner. So So he gets at least one out, two away. Runner still at first base. It'll be Grant Thurlman. Now, Feltz does have a lot of speed, but Dennis, one of those guys that does a good job at holding the runner at first. Dennis looking in, comes set. Looks over at first base. Delivers the first pitch. Front door breaker. Finds the zone. Strike one. The Otters in the bottom of the ninth are going to have where the rally started last inning, Keenan Taylor due up. Here's the 0-1. Runner takes off. Pitch misses high. Throw down is not quite in time. Felt's able to get in safely and put a runner in scoring position. Count now 1-1 to Thurman. Thurman tonight is 2 for 3 with a walk, a single, and a double. He's also flown out to right. Dennis comes set. Looks back at second. Delivers the 1-1 pitch. Oh, just misses inside, make it 2-1. Home crowd wanted that call, but that pitch didn't quite find the plate. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Front door breaker finds the zone. Had Thurman moving out of the way of that one. Count 2-2. Dennis sets once again. Here's the 2-2. In the dirt, gets past Wilbanks. Feltz rounding third. Wilbanks picks it up in time. Gets the third on the wild pitch. Count runs full. Still going to need a single or a mistake from Evansville to score that run. Again at this spot with the best reliever still available in their bullpen, Trevin Reynolds, warming up. You do not want to give him another run to work with. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. An ugly swing from Thurman. A German-American makes strikeout to end the inning for Gunnar Dennis. And we head to the bottom of the ninth. The Otters need 2 here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Windy City called to the bullpen. Their closer, Trevin Reynolds. Behind the plate is Zach Beadle, switching in for Craig Corliss. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Greenwood Road, or called 812-475-9000. Trevin Reynolds enters the ball game here in the ninth with a 2-run lead, and it all of a sudden became a save situation. He enters with 9 saves and 27 appearances. He'll face Keenan Taylor to lead off the inning. Enters with a 2.61 ERA, although did go 2/3 of an inning against Gateway and blew a save. Gave up 2 runs in that one. The Otters need 2. Got Keenan Taylor on base, or at the plate. Paolini on deck. Here's the first pitch to Taylor. Fastball misses high for ball 1. He led off the 8th inning with a 1-ball single. Reynolds, not a guy who strikes out a ton of batters, doesn't really walk anybody. Here's the 1-0. Front door breaker, finds the zone, evens it up at 1-1. So both Ottawa and Quebec lose. The 8-game win streak and the 6-game win streak both lost. The Otters with a 9-game win streak need 2 runs to keep it alive. 1-1 pitch misses wide, make it 2-1. The entire goal for the man at the plate right now is to get on base and get the tying run to the plate. Reynolds trying to secure his 10th save. 1-1, deep drive into left. If it's fair, it's gone. Deep at the wall, it is foul. Another one Evansville just can't keep fair. Taylor gave that one a drive. Nearly cut the lead in half, but instead counts 2-2. Reynolds this season is 9 for 12 in save attempts. He's blown 3 saves. Count 2-2. Reynolds looks in, shakes once, agrees and sets. Here's the 2-2. On a line towards short. Played by Dunlap, bobbles it a little bit. Throw to first is in time still, and there's one away. Still hit the ball hard enough for Dunlap to take his time with it. And now with one away, Stephen Paolini. Still just got to find a way to get on base. Here's the first pitch to Paolini. Swings that one, fouls it up and overhead. Overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Counts 0-1. Again, just need to find a way to get on base. Walk, hit, catcher's interference. That's what matters right now. 0-1. Breaker, bottom of the zone, make it 0-2. Wilbanks awaiting on deck. Here's the 0-2. Checked his swing, did not go on a pitch in the dirt. Make it 1-2. Again, Zach Beadle now behind the plate as he comes in to catch Trevin Reynolds. Here's the 1-2. Breaker misses outside, make it 2-2. Good at bat here from Paolini. He's had some big hits for Evansville this season. 2-2 inside, count runs full. So it's worked from 0-2 to 3-2. Again, need to find a way to get on base, put the tying run to the plate. Here's the payoff pitch. On the ground, number towards first, played by Ruiz. He'll take it himself to first in time. There's 2 away. So the Otters and their 9-game win streak down to their final out, and they stand in the form of Cohen Wilbanks. with the tying run still on deck. Wilbanks' last time up walked, and again, a walk here is huge. At this point, a walk is the same as a home run. First pitch swinging, he fouls that one off. He'll start behind 0-1. Reynolds in at 92-93 on his fastball. J.J. Cruz with his 11 home runs is on deck. Here's the 0-1. Another swing, another foul ball. Counts 0-2. And now the Otters down to their final strike. The Otters did have their tying run to the plate twice in the 8th inning. Still haven't gotten it to the plate here in the 9th. Reynolds comes in, agrees, and sets. Delivers the 0-2. Lifted to left field, foul. Wilbanks stays alive.
Overhead foul ball brought to you by Hits Construction. Choose the best, never regret.
Again, Wilbanks has been excellent this year at working counts, at just finding his way on base. Tonight he's 0 for 2, but he has a walk above a 450 OBP. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Chop towards first. It'll be the second baseman, Greer, who plays it. Throw to first. Wide, but in time. Just able to bring it in for out number 3. And that's how the ball game and the streak comes to an end. The Otters fought late in the game, but it was too little too late. And they lose 7-5. Take a short break, and when we're back, talk about the Papa John's postgame show here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
Welcome into the Papa John's post-game show. Remember, the Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and post-game shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the home team network, and on 96.9 WYIR. Well, all good things must come to an end at one time or another, and for Evansville it came after 9 straight wins, the second longest win streak of any team this year, tied with Schaumburg just behind Quebec's 16-game win streak. It also ties a franchise record that's happened twice before. It's now happened 3 times during this franchise's history. They lose tonight, 7-5. Tomorrow, a chance to go for the series win. It'll be a rubber match between these two teams. The winner not only wins the series, but they leave with the better record. Both these teams will enter tomorrow at 35 and 54. Sorry, 36 and 53. I can't count. Both teams will enter tomorrow at 36 and 54. Whatever. Chance to have the better record after a win tomorrow, and hopefully Evans will be able to come out there and perform really well tonight. Got off to a slow start. Casey Delgado just went a third of an inning, gave up 5 runs, put Evansville behind the 8 ball early. Got some good pitching performances, though, tonight for Evansville, as Nolan Thebe came in to finish the first and ended up pitching a score a second, not giving up a hit and striking out 2. Parker Brahms followed that, went 6 1/3, did give up a couple of runs on a late 2-out rally. 5 hits, no walks, 8 strikeouts in the performance for him tonight. And then Dinner Dennis came in to finish the 9th inning, where he gave up 1 hit, struck out 1, and finished the 9th scoreless. Evansville, again, were hitless through 7 innings before in the 8th, just coming alive. Back-to-back hits from Keenan Taylor and Stephen Paolini, followed by a walk from Wilbanks, a walk from J.J. Cruz to score the first run of the game. Crix Taveras grounded into a fielder's choice, second run scored, and then Dennis Pierce a 3-run shot to make it 7-5. Graham Brown then earned his second walk of the night, and it brought the tying run to the plate in the 8th inning, but unfortunately back-to-back strikeouts, and Evansville would not be able to tie it there. And then in the 9th inning went 1, 2, 3. A couple of all 3 were groundouts off the from the arm of Trevin Williams, falling 7-5. Again, that's where the win streak wins, not just for Evansville tonight, but Quebec and Ottawa, both the Canada teams that were on. For Quebec, an 8-game winning streak, and Ottawa a 6-game winning streak. They both lose their games, both by a score of 1 run. Evansville by a score of 2 runs. And so the Frontier League win streaks all gone, all out of there. And that'll do it for tonight's ball game. Again, one final look around the Frontier League. Washington comes back to beat Mississippi 8-6, a big win for them, as that now puts them 5 games. Not only just 5 games out of Mississippi for the wild card spot, in a really good spot to clinch that, but they are now just 2 games back after Lake Erie lost to Schaumburg of the Central Division crown. A chance to go win the division now. As I mentioned, Schaumburg beats Lake Erie 8-2. Gateway wins 2 games against Florence, so even though Evansville lost, they gain half a game on Florence for that race for the final, or for the third spot in the Central Division. Mission Brockton beat Ottawa as well, so they stay just 1.5 games ahead of New York as they lost 12-4 to Down East. That'll do it for me at the ballpark. Tomorrow will be an afternoon game at 12:35 p.m. 20 minutes before that for the Papa John's pregame show. Evansville going for the win tomorrow. They'll have Yohan Gonzalez on the mound. Can't wait to see you there. Till then, I'm Lucas Macklin signing off of the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYR. Until tomorrow, have a blessed night, Evansville.